Hmm. Yeah. Okay, on this hot topics, we're going to talk about Hurricane Dorian, the Bahamas, and how much President Donald Trump and the Florida governor just suck. Completely and totally suck. So let's start off with two islands in the Bahamas were completely and totally demolished, and a lot of the Bahamas is just in shambles. And on a human to human nature, giving them help is what we're supposed to do. When, Haiti had its earthquake, we took in people. It's just kind of a basic, decent thing to do. But apparently, in this day and age, being a decent human being a decent country just isn't on the list of things that the Trump administration wants to do. In fact, people who have nothing left, including their birth certificates, passports, criminal record things printed out, they don't have anything. The island was destroyed. And Donald Trump's like, there are very bad people in the Bahamas that are criminals that have snuck into the Bahamas because he doesn't want to flat out say that it's a thing. And he's like, there are very bad people and we shouldn't let them in and they should seek help on their island. Ugh. Where to start? I actually got engaged in the Bahamas. I took a cruise, got engaged in the Bahamas. My first island was not the greatest experience, just on the fact that some people were trying to hustle us. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna hide that fact they were trying to hustle us, but it's a tourist town, that's what they do. They weren't all that rude, and I didn't mind them all that much. And then the second island that we went to was awesome. The people there were awesome. We went snorkeling. We had fun. We got to meet a lot of the locals. We did a lot of shopping. I really, really enjoyed my stay at that island. I really enjoyed my stay in the Bahamas. I enjoyed the people. I enjoyed the culture. I enjoyed pretty much everything about it. And for Donald Trump to sit there and say that they are all criminals and evil people and they shouldn't come here. Let's start off with the basic policy we've always had. If you are a Bahamian, if you come from the Bahamas, all you need to get in this country is your birth certificate and a printout of your criminal record, and that allows you to come into this country. That's all you need. Okay? So obviously we have a decent relationship with the Bahamas. I'm just saying. I got in and out of the Bahamas with my driver's license and my birth certificate. So it goes both ways. And for Donald Trump not to give them protected status so that they can come here and get their lives back together, and they'd actually be a boost to the economy because they would be working, they would be paying taxes, they would be paying sales tax to buy things here. It would be a boost to our economy, not a hindrance. But our president has this whole lack of humanity thing where he thinks unless you are white like him, you must be a criminal. And our president is a criminal. Think about that. He is a criminal. Trump University. Then you have his fake charity. And then you have the fact that he tried to obstruct justice on the Mueller report. The fact that he's making money from his freaking resorts, which is illegal. I mean, there's so many things that he does that are illegal. And these are people just struggling to survive, and he's calling them criminals. He doesn't know them. He doesn't know anything about them. He doesn't know anything about the culture. He knows nothing. And he's calling them criminals and not allowing them to come into this country to seek help. And once again, they would be good for the economy. They would be good for just basically, think about this. They're coming here, they're working, which means they're paying taxes. They have to buy food and they have to pay for shelter. And all of this stuff boosts our economy. It's good for our economy. It helps them. It's a freaking win-win situation. And they wouldn't be here forever. They would be here enough to rebuild their lives, enough to go home and settle. And that's such a better idea than leaving people to suffer. And people are going to die. Let's be honest. It's going to be like Puerto Rico, where the death toll may not be that high now, but we're going to figure out that it's going to take a toll as time goes by with no electricity and no clean water and no access to medicine and food and all sorts of other things, basic human things that we take for granted. They're not going to have access to. And yeah, we can send some aid down there, but Donald Trump's not going to send that much aid, and he's definitely not going to send them any money because we can't even get him to send money to freaking Puerto Rico, our own, territory. So he's definitely not going to help the Bahamas given, the predominant skin tone down there, which is extremely frustrating. I highly suggest donating to charities that are helping them if you can. I'll find some and link them down below. I just cannot understand why our president can't do the basic right thing and let Bahamians come here and work and live while they get their lives back together, considering it looks like on several of their islands a nuclear bomb went off. I am so sick of this administration. I am so sick of the rhetoric. I am so sick of the heartlessness of it. I'm just sick of everything that is involved. Once again, November 2020 is coming up soon. Register to vote. Let's just get him out of office so we can start to rebuild America's credibility and start to remind people that there are those of us who have humanity, that care, that don't want to see this happen. Let the freaking people from the Bahamas into this country. Stop being so disgusting. It's basic. It's just basic empathy that this administration lacks, that we desperately need, and I'm sick of it. But before this turns into like a 10-minute rant, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I will see you later.